Hi Tech Dad, and today we're looking at the 2013 Volvo XC60, and this is the T6 edition, obviously all-wheel drive. This is a 300 horsepower 3.0 liter crossover from Volvo, and a lot of fun, good gas mileage, great styling, good comfort, awesome performance. Need I go on? Well, I probably should. So let's take a look at some of the features of the XC60. So we averaged about 21.5 miles to the gallon. It goes probably between 22, 23 highway and 20 in the city. And it's a 5-seater, lots of cargo space, very comfortable and super safe. So let's take a look at some of the tech, and these are some nice 18-inch wheels here. So Volvo is known for its safety, obviously, and you really feel safe when you're driving this car. As you can see, there's some sensors on the top right here, right by the rear view mirror on the front of the car that help design more safety when you're driving around the city at slower speeds. It'll alert you when people are coming in your path or if cars are slowing down. There are also sensors throughout the car, so you can see one sort of right there across the front bumper, as well as the rear bumper as well, that help you with parking and also detecting objects in your path. So in the rear you can see here's another sensor, and there's some more across the back of the Volvo. There is a rear camera which really helps with parking, but there are also some audible sensors which I'll show in a little bit when we go into some of the car tech here. So this has a keyless key fob here, you know, obviously for locking and unlocking, opening the hatch, turning on the lights, panic alarm. But what I thought was really cool is this little I button here, and if you're in range of your car, you can click this and it'll tell you based on some lights around here whether your car is unlocked, locked, or if the alarm had been set off. So right now my car is unlocked, so there should be a green light coming on once it goes through testing. And so it's figuring out that right now it's unlocked, so it's an orange light. If I were to now lock the car, so it's locked, and I do the sensor, and again you can do this from your house or office, whatever, it'll tell me, oh yeah, it's locked. So click it and it's sensing, and it's going to stop at the green hopefully in a second here, and yes, so it's showing that it is locked. So the engine of the T6 is big. You can see it here. There isn't much room to work with. It's got the cover on there. It's got the T6 emblem. Like I said, 300 horsepower. This is a turbocharged engine. It gets, you know, like I said, about 21 miles to the gallon, and very peppy. And it has a couple of modes that you can use: regular drive mode, sport mode, and then you can also sort of manually shift it as well. So let's take a look at some of the car tech of the Volvo XC60. So like I mentioned before, it's got a push button start, so you got to have your foot on the brake, and we can fire it up here. It's going to give you a lot of warnings. So if you don't have your seatbelt on, or if it senses passengers in the front driver, or in the front seat, or even in the rear seats, and they don't have their seatbelts on, it's going to give you a notification that they don't have their seatbelts on, or that they took it off. This kind of surprised my kids at one point when they unbuckled in the back and a little alarm went off while we were driving. So in terms of comfort, it seats 3 pretty comfortably in the back. All have headrests. You can pop up or down that middle headrest there. It's got a panoramic sunroof, which is really nice, really opens up the space of the car. Lots of cargo space in the back, and the seats do flip down, either one or all of them, to give you even more cargo space. So the base price on the XC60 is about $40,000, with all the options that I have in here, which includes the Platinum package and the Climate package, which gives you automatic climate control and heated seats and a variety of other things. It tops out at probably about $47,000, and as tested, it was about $48,000. So with this particular package, you can see there is a 7-inch display here. It is not a touchscreen. All of your controls are down here. So if you want to go to radio, you click the radio button and it changes it. If you want to go to navigation, you can easily go to navigation. There's a rear camera in this particular model, and I'll show that feature in a second. And then there are lots of things that you can do with the car itself in the My Car area. You can actually dial in quite a bit of settings, driver, system, voice, a bunch of different things to really personalize your driving experience in this Volvo. Obviously, the steering wheel has lots of controls for cruise control. They do have an adaptive cruise control, not in this particular model, but where it works with radars and can maintain your speed, either accelerating or decelerating. So you can do a variety of voice controls as well by hitting the voice button here. And it'll show you some things you can say on the screen here. Help.
Sorry?
Help.
Voice help. Voice commands are generally given in the following format: device, function, and setting. To give...
Anyway, so you can see that there is a lot of hands-free options available to you. One thing that I really liked is just the simplicity of the controls here. If you want to turn on the air and it's automatic in this particular model, you can just hit the auto. It'll go into auto climate mode, and it'll adjust it based on your preferences here. So if you want to dial down the fan speed, or you want to have the air just go to like your head or the windows, it tells you where based on what you are pressing, windows, body, and floor. So you can easily identify where you want the fans to be working. So lastly here, I wanted to give you a preview of the sensors. You can see that based on how you turn, the lines in the back show you. So I'm turning the steering wheel, it'll show you the direction. But the really nice thing is when you get close to an object behind you, it starts to warn you. So with the yellow, you're pretty close, it's showing you where. And then as you get closer, it tells you, oh, you're really close, so you better stop. In terms of shifting, most people will probably leave it in drive. I really like the option to kick it over into sport mode, so you do that just by flipping it over. And then this allows you to increase the revs as you drive. It'll show you that you're in S here for sport mode, and it really makes you feel the turbo. When you accelerate, it's a heck of a lot peppier than if you're just in normal drive mode. And then of course you can also do the shifting manually just by clicking up or clicking down, but for the most part, either leave it in drive or have fun in the sport mode. So that's the 2013 Volvo XC60. A lot of fun to drive, and this is the T6 model, all-wheel drive. If you have more questions, you can visit my website, and that's at www.hightechdad.com. Or if you have other questions, you can ask me on Twitter, and I'm at hightechdad. Or check out my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/HTD blog.